What is abrogated and abrogating verses? Introduction. In the Islamic faith, abrogation refers to the process by which a later verse of the Quran supersedes or cancels out the guidance provided in an earlier verse. This concept is known as the science of abrogated and abrogating verses, Nasikh Wal Mansukh, and is an important field of study within Islamic scholarship. Abrogation occurred during the revelation of the Quran, over a period of 23 years, when new verses were revealed to provide updated or revised guidance to the Muslim community. The process of abrogation is based on the belief that the teachings of the Quran were adapted to the changing needs and circumstances of the Muslim community. The identification of abrogated and abrogating verses is a complex and nuanced process that requires careful study and analysis. Scholars use a variety of methods to determine which verses are abrogated, including analyzing the context of the verses, examining the hadith literature, the sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, and relying on the consensus of the Muslim community. Some examples of abrogated verses in the Quran include the verse that originally allowed Muslims to pray in the direction of Jerusalem, which was later abrogated by the verse that mandated prayer towards the Kaaba in Mecca. Another example is the verse that allowed Muslims to marry up to 4 wives, which was later abrogated by the verse that limited marriage to 1 wife. The concept of abrogation helps to ensure that Muslims are following the correct teachings of the Quran in the context of their daily lives. By identifying the abrogated verses, Muslims can avoid misinterpretation of the Quranic verses and ensure that they are following the most current and relevant guidance provided in the Quran. In conclusion, the concept of abrogation is an important aspect of Islamic scholarship that refers to the process by which a later verse of the Quran supersedes or cancels out the guidance provided in an earlier verse. The identification of abrogated and abrogating verses is a complex process that helps Muslims to understand the context in which certain Quranic verses were revealed and to apply their teachings in a meaningful way.